Hey Capricorns, welcome to your January love reading. So we're going to see what's going on for Capricorn for January 2019, guys. I'm changing up the way I'm doing the love readings for 2019. We're going to try this out, see how this works. Instead of doing them twice a month and then lumping them up by elements like all the water signs, all the fire signs, all the earth signs, I'm going to do them once a month for each zodiac sign. And I'm hoping this will free up time for me to do more videos every week. So let me know, comment and let me know if you like that idea. Comment and let me know what other kind of videos or meditations or what other kind of readings you would like to see on this channel. But let's see what's happening for love for our Capricorn friends. And again, happy birthday. Happy birthday to my Capricorn friends. We're going to go ahead and put out 5 cards and see what we're getting for love. I'm getting the number 6, guys, as I'm connecting with your Capricorn energy, which doesn't surprise me considering the Capricorn characteristics. And I don't mean this like from a numerology standpoint. So if any of you are watching and you're like really into numerology and you know your stuff, you might be like, well, that's not what 6 is about. I understand this. It's kind of weird. Can't really explain it. But my guides have certain numbers that they show me that mean certain things for me in my readings. And when I see 6, it's telling me that you all need to balance your view of money with relationships. You're putting too much importance on where things are financially. And so maybe some of you are avoiding dating because you feel like your money's not right, or you're trying to prove yourself in your career and it's taking you away from somebody. Like, you need to balance it out. It's not all about the money, Cap. Like, people want you. People want to be near you. People want to be around you. People want to spend time with you. It's not necessarily about where you are in your life financially. So you might be putting a little bit too much importance or stress on yourself about that. Okay, and we'll see what all comes up around this as we look in the other cards. But our first card here is the wedding card. This situation involves marriage. Now, I want to explain this. I also want to adjust the camera a little bit here. I want to explain this wedding card. This situation involves marriage. Because when I went and got trained on these cards way back in the day when I first started out, I actually went to a workshop with Radley Valentine and Doreen Virtue, who are the inventors of this deck or designers of this deck. And what they said in that workshop was that this card, even though it says wedding, this card is about fear of commitment. Because they're like, look how she's all looking at him. She's all excited and he's kind of got this deer in the headlights look. So it's fear. It's fear around marriage. So I was getting 6, which was, like I said, some of you are putting a lot of importance in financial situations. So maybe some of you are like wanting to get married, but you have fear around it. And maybe it's because some of you are feeling like your money's not where you want it to be, or you're telling yourself nobody's going to want you because of financial situations. And Spirit is asking you to get that out of your head. You are worthy of love this moment right now where you are, and chances are you're being way too hard on yourself anyway. But for other ones of you, this could be where you're having a situation with someone and you feel like you can't understand why they're pulling away, or you can't understand why you're getting mixed signals from this person. I feel that some of you Capricorns are involved with someone who's like moving things along with you and all, and then like they'll pull away. Like, you'll be like, oh, the relationship's finally going somewhere, we're moving forward, and then all of a sudden they're spending less time with you, or they're not communicating with you as often, and they kind of like pull away and things kind of start cooling off, and then they kind of come back in again, and you'll be like, what the heck is going on with this person? So I think for some of you, you're dealing with a person that wants you, doesn't want to break up with you, but it's almost like they're pumping the brakes every so often because they're keeping things from moving too fast, because they have a fear about the stability. And it's not necessarily about like this person wants to be a player or to go out and have like a bunch of different guys or a bunch of different girls. This person just, I think, is afraid of the responsibility and the stability. And Capricorn, for some of you, it might be you. You might be the one that's in that fear, okay? So some of you are dealing with a relationship that's not moving as quickly as you would like, or you're having a hard time manifesting or calling in a new partner because there's something within yourself that you didn't realize is being attracted to people who have a fear of commitment. There might be something within you where you kind of have a little bit of a fear of commitment. And so there's like this whole inception level of stuff going on here with like who you're calling in. All right, your next card here is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay, so Capricorn, this is going to apply in different ways to different ones of you. And I want to explain what this card means. It's very romance novel looking here, like a cover of a romance novel. Some of you are flat out getting really hot and heavy with someone in January. Somebody new coming in. I feel, Capricorns, that this is somebody very different from what you're used to. And this feels to me like somebody who's more of a free spirit. I'm seeing Page of Wands in my mind. So it could be a younger person for some of you, or someone with just a more youthful energy. It could be somebody who's very fiery. It could be somebody who has a lot of fire in their chart. It could be you if you have fire in your chart. That came up really strong the last couple of readings for Capricorn that I did in the general weekly readings. Those of you Capricorns who have in your moon or in your rising sign Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, it could be that fire part of you coming up and stepping up, and like where you're becoming more like passionate. But I feel like, Capricorn, a lot of you are just feeling like life is short and you're getting caught up in wanting to have fun experiences. Okay, some of you have been very miserable in the love department for a long time, and the way this card is applying to you is, you know, it's kind of like when we get lonely, we get in this really tough spot, right? Like we isolate ourselves because we're lonely, and then we're lonely because we're isolated. It becomes this whole like cycle, this whole like never-ending cycle. And so this card is saying you need to start doing things that make you feel alive. You need to start doing things that bring you joy. You need to start getting involved in things that are important to you. Is there a cause that means a lot to you? Get out there and do it. Like, are you an animal lover? Does it like really make you upset when you see animals suffering? Maybe, you know, go and volunteer for a little bit at your local humane society. Are you someone who is having a really hard time with what's going on politically right now? Maybe you can get involved in some way, in some level of, you know, peaceful and safe activism. But whatever it might be, you know, and wherever you lie politically, I think people, despite where they lie politically, a lot of people are very concerned with the way things are right now. So, or children, are you really passionate about helping kids? Is there a way that maybe you can get involved in doing something to help there? And other ones of you just need to get connected with some level of expression, you know, create just for the sake of creating, sculpt, go buy Play-Doh from the dollar store and play with some Play-Doh, paint, sing, listen to music, do something where you are releasing and where you are expressing ideas that are important to you. And as you're coming into this element of doing these things that are important to you or that make you feel alive, you're calling in passion romantically, okay? We can't call it in if we don't have any fire within us. And I feel, Capricorns, for some of you, the fire is out. And the universe is saying that it's time to relight it. And the best way for this to happen, so that you're not calling in like a karmic person or toxic person where you're responding to them because they're going to end up triggering you. If you can already get into your fire in a healthy way, then you're going to attract that healthy passion or that healthy attraction, and have this more joyful experience in your love life. Some of you who are already with somebody, could be passions coming in, or the universe is telling you the more you're focused on doing things that are bringing you joy, the more irresistible you're going to be to your partner. Your next card here is trust. So trust issues might be at play here, Capricorn. Maybe you have had negative experiences in the past. Maybe you felt like people have, you know, pulled the wool over your eyes. And maybe some of you are in a tough spot, Capricorn. I feel some of you are holding on to somebody, or you're involved with somebody where they need to do a lot of inner work, right? And this is maybe making you a little bit nervous about whether or not they're going to be able to pull this off. Some of you are having to trust or hand someone over to the universe. Some of you might be feeling very responsible for someone, and it's slowing down your love life, okay? So maybe you're involved with this person romantically, or maybe you feel like you have a family obligation, or maybe you feel like there's something going on with a friend and you need to drop everything and be there for them. And so you might feel like, but I can't have a love life, or I can't have a relationship. And sometimes this card can mean you have to hand this person over to the universe, whoever you're worried about, and you have to live your life and you have to do your thing. You can't put yourself on the back burner, or you can't put life on hold. So, you know, have a conversation with your higher power, with your guardian angels, whoever you're worried about, with their guardian angels, and just say, I'm handing this person over to you. Please watch over them. Please help them. Please take care of them. Please help them fight whatever demons they have to fight, and to let it go. And for some of you, this is about your relationship with the universe. There needs to be a trust, like especially those of you who are trying to manifest a new partner, or manifest a good love experience here. There needs to be a trust, a belief, a faith that it's going to happen, okay? That it's going to happen and that it's going to come in. So trust is something that you're going to be benefited from by working on and developing. Those of you who are in a relationship and you're trying to work things out, you're going to have to make a decision to trust your partner again. I know that it's kind of tough when we need people to earn trust back, but at the same time, like, we got to give them a chance. We can't, like, if we're going to forgive, we're going to have to, like, forgive for real and start over. And then, you know, give this person the opportunity to prove themselves instead of, you know, holding things over their head. Your next card, Capricorn, is Honeymoon. So as you're going through some of these heavier emotions, right, those of you who are sticking to it and who are doing the release and who are, you know, finding ways to come out and do things that are lightening your mood, that are bringing the joy to you, it's almost, I don't want to say instantaneously, but very, very quickly you're seeing the positive effects. Very, very quickly you're seeing the positive changes, and you are calling in fun, and you are calling in a partner to have fun with. This is the Honeymoon card. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So maybe some of you are meeting somebody at like a New Year's type thing, at a New Year's type party, and maybe you guys are exchanging information, but maybe you're not getting together until a little bit later in the month or mid-month, okay? But so basically, some of you might be meeting someone through some kind of celebration, or maybe you're going to a birthday party, or maybe somebody's having a birthday party for you and you're meeting somebody through that get-together. But some of you are having a new person come in. Those of you who are in a relationship trying to work things out, I think you're really looking at the new year as a time to really have a clean slate and to, you know, be better together. I feel like the energies of 2019 are going to be bringing a lot more positive experiences and love for many, many people. I think a lot of things are changing. A lot of things are shifting in the energies. And this card, I feel, is a message of that, Capricorn, letting you know that things are shifting, things are getting better. And I feel like this stress, this responsibility of I have to be at a certain level in my life, or I have to be at a certain financial situation or a certain career level. Something is happening in January where you're realizing that's not what life is about. That's not what relationships are about. Relationships are about enjoying one another and having these mutually enjoyable experiences. And it's not about, you know, it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. You know, it's kind of like when you're a kid and you get like a really fancy toy or present, for those of us who have had that experience. But then like you have more fun playing with the box it came in. I feel you're having that kind of energy with somebody, where you all are having a ton of fun and attraction and excitement and passion, just like being together, almost, I want to say, doing nothing, right? It's not about fancy dates. It's not about going places. You guys are just having a blast, just being around each other, goofing around like two kids that like found a big cardboard box, and they're having a blast. And so I feel like that's what's happening for you in your love life, for a lot of you Capricorns, is someone is coming in, or an experience is coming in to remind you of that, of the simple pleasures, the simple joys, the real connection, the real intimacy, and to realize that you have everything you need. Your next card, my dears. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So a lot of times what ends up happening when we have somebody come into our life that we're very attracted to, or that we're really into, especially since Capricorn, you guys can be very focused on things like work, and you can be very focused on trying to get yourselves right. A lot of the Capricorns I know can be perfectionists, and a lot of them that I know are constantly looking for ways to improve themselves. And so relationships, they're a little like less likely to jump into relationships, a lot of the Capricorns that I know. So when we do meet somebody that we really genuinely like, all of a sudden it can kick up a lot of insecurities, or it can kick up a lot of questions, and we might feel like we want to steer the relationship, or we want to know where it's going, or we want this person to prove themselves, or we want to know we're not wasting our time. So there could be a temptation to try to steer things, or try to bring certain topics or subjects up. And this card is saying allow it to happen naturally over time. Don't feel like you have to force it, or that you have to steer or mold or shape the relationship. The relationship will take shape on its own. And the more we're able to go in the flow, the more successful it will be. Some of you might get really caught up on a timeline thing. Like, okay, well, we've been dating for, I don't know, however much time. And so by the third date, this needs to happen. By the, second month, this needs to happen. And this card is saying, just let it flow. Let it flow. And don't feel like you have to have this person jump through hoops, or that you have to jump through hoops, or that you have to prove or show yourself to be a certain way. Just be yourself. Be yourself and let it flow. Love is not a science. There's no recipe for it, okay? It's a matter of the heart. And the more we can be in our feelings and be in that natural flow, the more the relationship will flourish. If we're pushing it too hard or trying to force it, we can end up snuffing something out. So I really feel that in love this month for you Capricorn, a lot of you, the lesson here is just being in the moment and having fun and being happy and seeing what the real meaning of connection is, and letting things happen naturally and not feeling like you have to be responsible for it. I don't know why, Capricorn, I keep picking up some of you in your energies. You have this massive weight on your shoulders. Like you're responsible for everything, and you have to fix things. And, like if things are going bad, it's all your fault. And so some of you need to come out of that energy. You're not in control of what other people do or say. You're not in control for where other people are in their life. You need to focus on you and give yourself more credit for where you are, and be in a place of just faith and trusting the universe. And you're going to end up having these experiences where you're really reconnecting with the simple joys, the simple pleasures, the passion, the excitement, the happiness. The universe is wanting so much to bring this to you, Capricorn. So I am excited for you to have this experience. Make sure you watch your moon sign and rising sign as well, because that's going to add more information. Check out the 2019 forecast. Some of you Capricorns Capricorns were upset with me about the 2019 forecast, and I just want to say, guys, please, please, please also watch your moon sign and rising sign, because there's going to be different elements depending on where your chart falls. Also keep in mind these are general readings, so you might have different circumstances. And the whole thing about the reading is to show us what's coming up, and if there's things that we don't like, then we can prepare or find ways to avoid it and have a better situation or a better outcome. So please, guys, don't think that 2019 is going to be a bad year, because it's not. I feel on the contrary, a lot of people are having really, really positive experiences in 2019. A lot of heavy energy is going to be lifting for many of us. So again, reach out to me. Let me know if you'd like a private reading. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. Thank you for those of you who keep in touch on the social media in between the weekly videos. And check out your weekly forecast, guys. Every week there will be a reading for your sign and one reading for just main focus of love. And once a week I'll do one card for love, and then just the rest of whatever is coming up, career, family, whatever. We see what's coming up each week on the channels. Thank you so much, guys. I'm wishing you a healthy, happy, prosperous new year. Take care, Caps.